I'm born in Atlanta, raised in Stone Mountain.
Okay. Is Stone Mountain considered Atlanta or no?
Hell no, it's the outskirts. It's just how do I explain it? So Atlanta is broken down into zones, you know, 1 through 6, yeah. And then a lot of people from my side of town like to say that they're from Zone 6. You gotta stop doing that. We're not from Zone 6. If you're from Stone Mountain, if you're from parts of Decatur, Lithonia, you're not from Zone 6. You from the east side, yeah, we all from the east side, I feel it, but we're not from Zone 6. So yeah, it's like the outskirts of the city, you know what I'm saying? So it's the city and then you got the outskirts of the city. There's a lot of outskirts. Riverdale is an outskirt, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people like to say they're from Atlanta if they're in Riverdale. Riverdale is an outskirt of Atlanta. So I mean.
Somebody watching this not familiar with Stone Mountain, but here you say it's an outskirt of Atlanta. How far, time-wise, driving-wise, distance maybe, is
Atlanta?
South, yeah, is Stone Mountain from Atlanta?
Like 10 minutes.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? So it's not really that far. It depends on like what part of Stone Mountain you in. If you could be all the way back on Redan, or you could be on Memorial Drive and you less than 10 minutes. You know what I'm saying? It's not that far.
You were born in Atlanta, though. How soon after you were born did you locate to?
My grandmama lived in Stone Mountain, so like, as soon as I was born, I was taken to my grandma's house. So I was just born in Atlanta, Northside Hospital. Got you.
Now, what was it like for you growing up in Stone Mountain, in the area, outskirts around Atlanta? Paint that picture for us. Describe that. What was that like?
I mean, my upbringing, I was raised by some good people, upstanding folks. So I ain't really, you know what I'm saying, have to go through, I guess, too much turmoil that I guess other people went through. I still went through my struggles and circumstances, but, you know what I'm saying, we wasn't rich, but we damn sure wasn't like dead broke, you know what I'm saying, just regular broke.
So would we say lower middle class?
Yeah, lower middle class.
Not poverty, not middle class.
Yeah, not.
But like right in the middle there, maybe?
Yeah, trying to figure it out.
Were you able to eventually get out of that?
Yeah.
That class there?
Still working on that.
Got you.
We middle class now. I'm middle class. Shit. You know what I'm saying? We still working on that though. Trying to make sure my dukes and all that is everybody out of that.
Now, you did say you had some struggles. What was probably your biggest struggle for you growing up?
I wanted more at all times, every fucking day. I always want more. I always want more money, more clothes, more this, more that. So, I mean, that's, I guess, a struggle for a teenager, seeing, I guess, other people have more. Because I was around, like, I guess, good schools. I guess people who had a little bit of bread, so, you know what I'm saying, I'm going to school, one pair of shoes, I'm seeing niggas, all kind of Jordans and shit. I ain't got no goddamn Jordans. I got some damn Shaqs and shit. That shit not cool, so, you know, yeah, we had shoes, but, you know, it wasn't the shit that I wanted, so I had to figure it out.
Are we talking like the Walmart Shaqs or the Reebok Shaqs?
Them ugly bitches, them black motherfuckers with the on the side.
That sounds like Walmart.
Yeah, them bitches was ugly. Or not even Walmart, Covington Highway, $29.99 store. Yeah, them.
Now, I'm sure there's a lot of people that have that same feeling like you, growing up wanting more as a kid.
Yeah.
Some go the job route.
Yeah.
And some may take a street activity path. Did you take one or the other or both?
I didn't get a job till I was in college. So all through high school I was doing stupid shit. Whatever I had to do to make some money. I like to think of myself as a salesman. You can give it to me, I figure out a way to sell that motherfucker. Yeah.
When it came to selling, did it start with maybe candy first?
It did. I actually sold candy in middle school. My mom had a Sam's Club membership, and I was selling candy because, you know, my mom always sent me to school. Like, what I told my mom I'm not eating that school lunch shit. That shit was terrible, especially in middle school. In high school it got better. They had like the little box lunch motherfuckers, which you can get like little sub sandwich. But in middle school, that shit was terrible. So I fuck around. I was like, man, I'm just gonna bring lunch to school. And my mom like had like the Sam's Club membership, so I had candy, chips, shit like that. And I used to sell that shit because I wasn't really hungry. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, fuck, I'm finna make me some money, go get me ice cream, some shit, some chips. Ooh. So, yeah, I definitely started with candy. That was my first time, I guess, experience, like, me getting some money. Like, and after so long, I got some money, and I was like, Mom, buy some more candy for me. I gave her the bread to buy me some candy. I was the candy man at school. I was selling Smarties and shit. Niggas wanted to smoke Smarties. I don't know what the fuck we were in middle school. Dumbass shit.
Rolling them in little baggies.
Yeah,
and
to make it like the little powder. Niggas want to act like they was smoking the shit.
Well, I mean, pixie sticks would sound something easier and similar to do.
Yeah. I don't know if you can do it with a pixie stick though.
But I say that as a joke, as it's already in that dust powder form already. Yeah. Still sugar.
Yeah, shit. They wanted it. I ain't really into candies like that. I do like a chocolate bar, but like I ain't into like sweet ass candies.
After the candy sales, did it move to like sneakers or something of that nature, or?
After candy, I was in high school by the time I was, I guess, out of the candy phase. Cause I mean, I sold my sneakers before, but I didn't get into like really selling sneakers or clothes and shit like that until I was in high school. That's when I started doing that. Yeah. So yeah, I sold sneakers in high school and shit. Like I wear them bitches like a week, and it's like, the bitch gotta go. I don't wear them bitches.
And then eventually it went to drug selling?
Yeah, I sold weed before. I sold pills before. I ain't never sold no coke or no crazy shit. Some shit that locked my ass up. Probably incriminating my ass now. Nah, but yeah, I did my thing, man. But that wasn't for me. I couldn't keep up with it. It wasn't enough money for me. Like I wasn't really making like no bread. I made more bread off clothes than I did off drugs. I don't know if it was because I was hustling backwards or what, but it was just drug shit wasn't for me.
When it came to drugs, did you do that on your own and experiment on your own, or did somebody, like a family member or a friend, put you onto it?
A friend put me onto it, smoking weed and shit. I was like 13, and that was the first time I ever smoked weed. I got high as hell.
Were they good at it? Not the smoking part, the selling part. Were they better
at
selling it than you?
He still sells.
I see.
Yeah, he do his thing. Fuck.
Now, when it came to school, what kind of kid would you say you were in class? Like the overall description. Sounds like you were a hustler, sure.
Yeah, I was a hustler, but I was always, I guess, the class clown, something like that. I didn't really pay attention to class. It was too easy. School was real easy.
I know sometimes when it comes to class clowns, it's just jokes, it's just teasing, but sometimes class clowns, it can be a little bit more, it can lead to bullying others. Did you ever become a bully to others?
Nah, I wasn't a bully. I'd go hug a motherfucker before you know what I'm saying? Nah, I wasn't like that. I wasn't on no bully and shit. I mean, a lot of people hated me because I could joan, but I had to learn how to joan. I was getting joan on in middle school. They was bullying my ass. Like, I was broke. Nigga, I ain't have no cool shit. I had on Shaqs. They was joning my ass out. They had on Jordans. I had on Shaqs. I mean, you can only imagine the conversation. And I mean, at that point, I just learned how to talk back. So, fuck all that bullying shit.
So the class clown stuff, it might be almost as like a defense mechanism. Yeah,
maybe. But I don't know. I just eventually just started fucking with shit, being dumb in class and shit, because I was bored. I didn't have nothing else to do.
Were you part of any cliques back then? I know sometimes, you know, you have different cliques in school. Were you the type that hung around a certain type of clique, or?
Yeah, I was. I was always with the gangsters and all that shit like that was in high school. I ain't want to never be no sports player, no shit. I'm too short for that shit.
Tried it?
I did. I wasn't the best.
What'd you try?
Football, basketball. Yeah.
Not so good at it.
I was good at football. I was a fullback, but I was not good at basketball at all. That shit was... I could shoot. I can't dribble worth shit.
You did football in high school? Okay.
Nah, I had quit by then. All that shit was dead. I was too short. Everybody was big as hell. Niggas giants compared to me. I had just started that. I guess hit my growth spurt by then, like 9th grade. I ain't even go to a school that you could in 9th grade. I went to a school that you could play football in 10th grade. But the first school I went to, you couldn't even do that shit.
You switched schools?
Yeah.
Why?
I got kicked out of the other school for a food fight. They had kicked me out for that because it was one of them special schools. My dudes always try to keep me out like the good schools and shit like that, the smart people schools and shit. So I went to a school that was by alternative school, and you're supposed to be able to do 9th and 10th grade in 1 year, and then you go 11th, 12th grade the next year with your 10th grade year. Then you go to college for the last 2 years and get an associate's degree, and then you out. But I got kicked out in the 9th grade, 10th grade year. So technically in 10th grade, I was in 11th grade.
I can't imagine how bad this food fight could be for you to get kicked out. No warning, just this one fight and it's done?
I mean, I did other shit, but they was just a little bit too hard on me for it to be just a food fight. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't even really a food fight. It was just me and a few people throwing. It wasn't like no big, like the whole school. I did kind of start it though, so I guess.
I see. Now, was that tough for you, switching schools?
No.
Especially...
I didn't want to go there to the other school anyway. You had to wear a uniform there. And now I'm going to the school where I can just be my goddamn self. So I was like, perfect, bet, I'm out, bye.
But this other school, it was treated like regular school, like regular 4 years?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Like, when I went to the other school, it was regular, you can do whatever the fuck you want. That was my finally, I can do whatever the fuck I want shit moment.
So, were you able to graduate at 17 years old, 18 years old?
Yeah, I graduated 17. I was about to turn 18.
Okay, so that didn't hold you back at all?
Hell no, shit was easy as fuck.
You did mention you like to hang out with the gangsters as a clique in school. How big was gang activity?
On the east side?
In Atlanta, period, around that time?
I think that's right when it started to get back ridiculous. Right when I went to like, well, it was already kind of bad, but like gang activity definitely spiked up in my generation. You know what I'm saying? I'm class of 2013, like, so shit, we was in DeKalb County, like I think like the second or first worst school in DeKalb County at the time. I went to Latonia High School.
Did you join one?
What, a gang?
Yeah.
Nah, I was too cool for that. I didn't want to be known as the nigga who needs somebody else to goddamn. But I definitely hung with him. I definitely banged with him, did dumb shit with him, all that type of shit. But it wasn't for me, like, I guess the gang culture. But yeah, I hanged around him. Yeah, it was one point in time I wanted to be that, but I don't know what hit me that told me, nah, this ain't for you.
Did they ever try to recruit you or try to get you to join?
Everybody wanted to be a part of that shit. I was one of the niggas. I was one of the ones that like, hey, bro, he that nigga. He fucking the hoes. He doing this. When he put him down, I'm like, nah, yo, I'm straight.
Also, when it came to some of the drug dealing that you weren't too good at, as you described.
Yeah.
That was while you were in high school?
Yeah. High
so
school.
You were doing it 1 foot in school, 1 foot
out of school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you hide it from your parents?
Hell yeah. What the fuck finna tell they mom they sell dope?
Did they ever catch you?
Mom caught me high as hell one time, but I ain't never let her catch me again.
I see. What was her reaction?
She was accepting of it. She was just like, I mean, if you're gonna do that, you know, do that around the house. Don't be out in the street doing it. I don't want you to go to jail about it. You know what I'm saying? Do that in the neighborhood and shit. Ooh.
Now, what about music? Especially rap music. When did that start for you?
Rap music been around me for a while. I've been inspired by rap music for a while. I used to, you know, be making beats on the desk and freestyle and shit. But
what age?
In middle school.
Okay.
Like 8th grade. But I started in that little 9th and 10th grade segment. Another rapper actually put me on rap. Like, I didn't know how to start. I didn't know where the fuck the studio was, how to get in the studio, none of that shit. But Nessly, if you know who that is.
Yeah, we've interviewed him before.
Yeah, Nessly put me on rap. He that's one of my close friends, and he came to my house with the studio shit. We was on Adobe Audition 3 at the time, and I recorded my first song. I'm guapping. That shit was terrible, but I mean at the time, nigga, I was happy as fuck.
And you went to school with him at the same time?
Yeah, we both went to the little program school where the little 9th grade, 10th grade shit.
Ah, I see.
I think he left that shit too. I don't know if he left or not.
Did he see the food fight that went down?
Hell yeah. Yeah, everybody saw that shit.
I gotta ask him about that next time.
Go ahead.
Okay, you did the freestyle. Were you battling other classmates? Were you into that?
Hell no. Nah, that's not for me. I'm not into losing. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't even want to give myself a chance to lose. Like, I'm not finna battle. I mean, yeah, I guess joning on niggas, if you want to call that battling, but I wouldn't like battling like freestyle rapping and shit.
Did you ever do music classes while you were in school, like band or chorus?
I did chorus. That's where all the hoes was. All the hoes was in chorus, so definitely.
How long did you do that?
That was in high school, probably like 11th and 10th, 11th, 10th. Like I said, my shit was so fucked up because of the fact that I'm a 10th grader in 11th grade. All my classes are 11th grade, but I still had to do 10th grade superlatives and shit like that. So, I guess all the rest of high school, when I went to Latonia.
Did anyone ever tease you for being in chorus?
Hell no. If you was smart, you was in chorus. You know what I'm saying? Fuck all that. That's what the hoes was. There ain't no point of being in no other class with no niggas. Fuck that.
Now, what about talent shows? You ever participate in any of those?
I won my talent show.
Oh.
Yeah. I performed at my 11th grade talent show and my 12th grade talent show. I got second place in 11th grade. I got first place in 12th grade.
Was it an original composition?
Yeah. I performed the song I was talking about, Tulingo.
Ah. I see.
11th grade, I didn't win because, I mean, my music sounded like ass. I didn't know how to mix or no shit like that. But by 12th grade, my shit was hitting.
Do you have because I'm sure there's somebody watching this right now that wants to participate in a talent show in their school. Any advice?
Do that shit. Don't hold back. You never know what your talent is until you try it. A lot of people are scared, like, oh damn, what if I fail? Fuck failing. That's how you learn. I fail all the time, but I learn. I keep going, get better.
Ever perform at a pep rally in school?
Yeah, nah. I did like the little promo thing for the pep rally, like where like you walk out and talk to people and shit, get people hyped, but I ain't never did no pep rally.
That was while you were in school you did that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Was it even the CD selling era back then when you were in school?
Yeah, it was going to the MP3 era, like when we had little MP3 players, the little Samsung bitch. It was like a little bar and shit like that. You played. Then we had the iPods and all that shit. Oh my God, iPods. I used to be the one to put all the music on everybody's iPod. I was good with computers and shit.
Charged for that, I'm sure.
Hell yeah.
What about, did you ever end up selling CD, maybe your own CD back then?
Yeah, I tried walking around on my mixtapes and shit. People used to throw them on the floor and shit. That shit used to hurt my feelings. But I mean, eventually I had to understand. I mean, nigga, you nobody, so how the hell you gonna expect somebody to be all hype about your CD?
Did you ever attend the homecomings or the proms?
Homecoming, no. Prom, I went by myself. Cause I ain't want no bitch by my side. Cause I ain't want nobody to think I'm with her. I went to other girls' proms.
Did they ever play your music at the prom?
Man, I fucking wish they should have. That shit would have turned up. Everybody knew my music by then too, so it would have went up. Like they would have fucked with it, but
especially if you won the talent show.
Yeah, but I mean, I went on 7 9. I did my prom when I was in 12th grade.
Ah.
That's the only prom I went to. My prom. I went to 12th grade prom. I didn't go to 11th grade.
Are any of those? I don't know which DJs from Hot 107.9 were at that prom that did yours, but are any of the ones that went there still on Hot 107? Like, do they recognize you now? Are they surprised to see where you're at now?
Nah, I don't think the people. I think it was just a host. It wasn't like a DJ or no shit like that.
Oh, I see.
I don't think he. I don't know. Shit, I ain't really like people. Like he's not on there like daily. If he is, but I mean, it don't matter.
Just curious.
Yeah.
What about superlatives? Ever get a superlative while you were in school, especially like senior year? You know, that's where they do these. They give out these awards in the yearbook, like most likely to succeed.
I got most likely to be a millionaire.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, I just actually posted it on my Instagram. I had found my yearbook. Well, I ain't find it. Somebody else found it, a yearbook, and they had sent me the picture, and it was like, hey, you remember this, bruh? Keep going, because my music career starting to move a little bit now. So you just like, hey, remember that, bruh. Remember what they chose you to be. Shit, I'm goddamn thankful for that superlative. Fuck best dressed and all that shit. Most likely to be a millionaire. I can be best dressed on my own goddamn time.
Now, you did graduate high school.
Yeah, and college.
And college. Are we talking the 2 years associates, 4 years bachelor's?
I went to the Art Institute after high school. I did 3.5 years. I did it faster than 4 years.
How?
I just stayed in school, took 5 classes instead of 4.
Ah, was that tough?
No, not for me. School is not hard, just math. If it ain't about money, I don't want nobody to know X times Y shit. That shit don't make sense. If it's not like, if it's numbers, I can do it. But when it's all that algebraic shit, I'm like, I don't want to do that.
Now, why that school for you? You could have went to any school. Why'd you choose that one?
My mama wanted me to go to college, and I didn't want to go to college. I chose that school because I could do music. Like, I could focus on music as a topic, like learning how to engineer. I already know how to do it a little bit, but graduating from school, like learning, like I had to learn how to do like shit, like hear different instruments in a song. Like we had a class where, fuck around, like he'll play a song, and you have to name every single instrument in that shit. If you don't, you fail class, period. That was crazy as fuck.
Financially, how'd you afford that school?
Loans.
No scholarship?
Hell nah, I ain't pay that shit off yet. Don't know how to pay that shit off, boy. That's the most expensive school, probably. Nah, it's about the same as like going to Georgia State. It's too much money.
Does that school have a reputation?
People who didn't want to go to school go there. And all the bitches that want to do fashion and shit go there.
Is it a good fashion school?
Yeah, I think you can learn some shit from there. I definitely think you can.
Did they have Did they have fraternities, sororities at that school? Or?
Nah, they didn't. They ain't had no football, no cool shit. We just had like events with like talent shows, but it wasn't like a talent show. It was like an event. Like if you're a rapper, go be a rapper. If you a producer, play your beats. If you a fashion person, be a fashion person type shit.
Did you get involved with that?
No, that shit was lame.
What was your major?
Audio production.
People knew you rapped while you were going to school?
Yeah, the whole school.
Did you gain a fan base while you were there?
Everybody who went to the school still know me. They still follow my page and shit like that.
Now, just curious, what motivated you to finish? Because there's a lot of people that drop out of college, do a year, 2 years, and a variety of reasons why, but what motivated you to finish? Was it...
Other than the fact that, I mean, I can. It wasn't like, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't nothing hard. Like, I didn't have to stress or struggle to be in college. So it was like, whatever. Like, I'm struggling financially, but not mentally.
I didn't know if it was more of a self-motivation to finish or maybe your mom pushing you.
Hell no, I didn't want to do it. Like I said, my Dukes, she wanted a plaque on the wall, so I gave my Dukes what she wanted. Dang, you know what I'm saying? Especially if it's going to be easy. Hell yeah, why not? If you don't want to go to college, don't go to college. You know what I'm saying? Go do a trade, learn something. I'm not saying don't go to school, learn a trade, do something. Especially if you're not gonna be a rapper or a basketball player, because that shit 1 in a million. But if you're not gonna go to college, learn something, go do something, or go get a job fast. Cause
what was your GPA?
3.7, something like that.
Pretty good.
Hell yeah.
Thinking back, hindsight 2020, did you choose the right major?
Yeah, I could have went to a different school though. I could have went to music business or some shit like that, because the shit that I learned was, I guess, the remedial version of what's in the real world as far as audio production. It's just like if you were starting from the beginning, but I wasn't starting from the beginning. So, like I said, I was already recording myself in 11th grade, so it was like weird.
It was almost like you needed more advanced classes than what we're given.
And they didn't give that either.
So I'm probably going to assume what your answer is here, but I'll still ask you anyways. Was it worth it?
No. Besides my mama smiling.
Hindsight 2020, do you wish you would have chosen a different school? Do you wish you would have bypassed that whole school or that experience altogether and just went maybe straight into the music or straight into a job? Or?
No, I don't regret anything I do. It is what it is. That was my path from the jump. You know what I'm saying? You can't go back in time, so obviously that was my path.
And speaking of jobs, what jobs did you have?
I had 2 jobs my whole life. I've like helped out. Like my stepdad, he got a tree service company, so I've helped out with that. But that wasn't a job. I was just there. Like I went on paperwork. But on paperwork as a job, I worked at Jose Bank, the suit store. Yeah.
Oh.
Insane. My ex-girlfriend, her mama gave me that job. I ain't had to do no paperwork or nothing. I just got a job. So I went on and did it. I was in college. It was a way to make some money. I could do whatever the fuck I wanted to do. So yeah, I didn't even get commission because I wasn't on paperwork. Like I was just like written in as the age that I was supposed to be to work there and shit.
Tough job?
Nah, the white people love me. They bought all the suits for me. I wish I did get commission. I probably would have stayed there. I would have made some real money. You don't get paid that much, but you get like commission well.
Almost kind of like a restaurant, like being a waiter or something.
Yeah,
you don't get
if you're a good
minimum
waiter,
wage, but
you get tip.
Yeah, you live off the tips.
And then I worked at Best Buy, but I quit there the same day I finished training.
Why?
I don't know, man. I felt like my time was here. Like I feel like, and that was last year, like the end of last year. That was right before I met my other manager, Key. Man, I finished training. I was on the floor, and she told me to shadow somebody, like follow them to learn how to do the sales and shit. But he had a sale. Somebody asked me a question. I'm in the shirt. You know what I'm saying? The Best Buy shirt. So I'm like, okay, cool. He asked me a question. I know about TVs, computers, shit like that. So I sold the TV. Like, bro was walking to the front to buy it. But the manager lady, she fuck around and start like kind of chastising me about it. Like, ooh, oh, why you do that? You're not supposed to be doing that. You're supposed to be shadowing. You still in training. You can't do that because if you fuck up, then you fucking up our sales. I was like, but I didn't fuck up. But here nor there, I quit that day. I said, all right, well, you know, I'll be all right. And I left. And I don't know if it was God talking to me or what, but I left in that same week. My whole life went that way, up.
Now, any crazy stories dealing with any of those jobs you just mentioned? Anything that happened out of the norm? Whether it was the tree thing, the suit thing?
Hell no. Nah, nothing crazy besides the fact I quit a job. There was a lot of hoes up there on the north side too when I worked at the little Jose Bank shit. Yeah, that shit was cool. So I mean, yeah, that was a cool little, I guess, perk to that job. Cause like all the little up and coming little bad Jones up there like that.
You quit that job?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And the tree, with your dad's tree thing, did you quit that too, or it was just kind of like
that ain't for me, man. I ain't no fucking get my hands dirty ass nigga, man. I'm gonna pay somebody to do that. So I did it because it was a cool way to make money, but that ain't for me. I don't want to do that.
Now, you mentioned your mom and dad in this interview. They were together, separated?
Nah, I mentioned my stepdad.
Oh, stepdad.
Yeah.
Where's your biological father these days?
He's in Augusta. That's where my dad is.
Good terms? No
Hell
terms?
Yeah. You know, he wasn't there when I was raised up, but I mean, shit, we cool now. You know what I'm saying? By the time I was like 17, 18, we started connecting more. You know what I'm saying? But you know, he did his thing, I guess. I don't know. I got other brothers and sisters too on his side.
How'd you guys start reconnecting? Was it him getting at you, you getting at him?
Me getting at him. I was older. Wondering, I guess, more what my pops was like or whatever like that. So I used to just try to go spend more time with him. And he got involved with my music career too.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, at one point in time. He was in music too, way back in the day. Like, he had a studio, all that shit like that when he was doing his thing. And he owned clubs in Augusta.
Ah,
Mm-hmm.
I see. You performed at him ever?
Hell nah, I wish I did. He still ain't booked me. That's crazy, right? But, you know, that's how that shit go.
You guys are on better terms now than you were growing up, but was there any resentment or bitterness on your end?
Yeah, I'd like to think so. But I mean, that's just, I don't see really no fathers in most kids my age life. Well, when I was growing up, I ain't never really seen nobody with no dad in their life, or the mom was missing. So I mean, that single parent shit was normal.
Did you ever ask what the reasoning was?
Yeah, I know the reason, but you know, I ain't gonna speak on all that shit. It's just, fuck it. I mean, mistakes, this, that, blah, blah, blah.
Nice.
Situation got fucked up. But I mean, yeah.
I respect that. What age were you when the stepdad came into the picture?
13.
Is he still around?
Yeah.
Oh. Good relationship with him?
Yeah, I think cool as hell. Taught me everything about, you know what I'm saying, I guess being more of like a man or whatever like that. Like all the, you know, manly shit cutting grass and all shit. Shit, I hustled that too. So I guess that's another job I ain't mentioned on, cutting grass. That was a cool ass little hustle right there. I'm doing $25 a yard. I'm making at least $200 a day. Wake up in the morning, go home with $200 at 14. Shit.
5 days a week, that'd be $1,000.
Yes, sir. That's how I bought my shoes. Then I resell the shoes, and I got more money.
Now, how were you able to have a good relationship with your step-parent when I've heard of bad ones?
He ain't overstep his boundary. He ain't try to be my dad. He was more like an older brother.
Mm.
He not much older than me either, so he only 12 years older than me. So yeah, he can't really, I've been listening to no nigga 11 years older than me. Hell nah. Not as no dad. But I mean, I respect him as a dad though. He definitely showed me a lot of shit. I definitely respect the nigga though.
Any advice to somebody watching this that has to deal with a step-parent in their life? Anything you would say?
Don't be mad at your parents' situation or what they doing, because you never know what the fuck you gonna do in the future. You know what I'm saying? You gotta look at it like, when you a kid, you don't understand, but you gotta understand when you get older, relationships, they fall apart easily. So, I mean, when a relationship fall apart, I mean, ain't no telling what the fuck gonna happen. You want your mom not to love again, your pops not to love again. You don't want them to be happy, and shut the fuck up and deal with what come with it. Now, if they on some bullshit, yeah, and I ain't saying go respect a nigga who on some bullshit, hitting your mom or some shit, but like, if they respectful and they doing their thing, don't be angry at the situation.
Now, you do have siblings, as you mentioned.
Yeah.
How many at this point?
4 little brothers and an older sister.
And where do you stand on the ladder?
I guess the second oldest.
All those kids, were they all under one roof at one point?
Never.
Okay.
My 2 little brothers, they took one later, then he had another baby mama with another brother. Then my mom has a son, and then he had the lady before that, which is my sister.
Anyone else do music aside yourself?
No.
As far as your siblings?
Nah, they around that music culture shit. Like, my little brother love Ian Connor and all that hipster fashion shit.
What does your family think about your music career at this point?
They support.
Were they supportive right away, or did they have to warm up to it?
My mom had to warm up to it.
What was
She always believed in me, but it was more like, nigga, if this shit don't work, you need to go get a job and you figure it out. You ain't finna just be, you know what I'm saying? Thank God it worked though, you know what I'm saying, so far.
What was the turning point for her to start supporting you? She
started
always
making money.
Ah.
Yeah, started making money off music. Yeah. Cause at first I was doing open mics and shit. I wasn't, but I was showing up so goddamn deep to them open mics, it was like instant one. And I was making the money off of them. It was like $100 and shit. But yeah, I used to show up to open mics like 30 deep and shit like that.
Now, it's one thing for a parent to support what their child does, in this case, music. But it's another for them to like what their child does. Does your mom actually like your music?
Yeah, I think so. She don't, you know what I'm saying? If it's a whack-ass song, like I said, I used to have a studio in the house. So fuck around. If it was a whack-ass song, my mom gonna be like, oh, hell no. That ain't the one. I'm playing this shit. Like, I'm playing it loud. Like my mom know what the fuck I'm talking about. Everything like is, that's the crazy part about making music, like where you have to be authentic, because you can't be in the house talking about I'm selling bricks at the trap, and you know what I'm saying, your mom hear that shit and she like, nigga, what? You know what I'm saying? So everything that I've done or whatever like that, anything in my music, my mom done heard that shit.
What does she think about the cussing?
She don't give a fuck. That's expression, this is words. I mean, I was cussing at like 15.
Has she had a chance to see you perform live yet?
Nah, she hasn't. Most of my shows been out of state.
That'll be interesting when she does.
Yeah, I think she'll like it. She's watched me practice before. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. I respect my mom's opinion on a lot of things. She was a singer, so, you know what I'm saying? I've asked her for tips on like certain things, breath control, shit like that. We'll learn how to make sure I'm straight.
Never used her on some background vocals?
Nah. I ain't never think of a mom-son song. That'd be kind of cool though, I guess.
It might be interesting.
Yeah, it might be different.
Best advice your mom gave you at this point? All the years living with her, being around her. Best advice she's given you at this point?
Keep your head up through all the life a real roller coaster, and the music business is no different, bro. You gonna be the hottest motherfucker one day, and then one day you gonna fall the fuck off. You gotta figure it back out again. How you gonna make yourself hot? How you gonna make yourself relevant? How you gonna stick around? How you gonna do this? Shit might go wrong. People gonna change on you. Woo woo. But keep your head up, no matter what. Just hold on to it. If that's your dream, stick to it. Don't give that shit up, no matter what the fuck nobody say.